Have you ever had this huge cloud of negativity overshadow like every part of your life? Well, you're not alone. There was a time in my life where I saw the world as negative. Everything was a shit show. I was jealous. I was angry. I was envious of everyone. So instead of criticizing myself, I was always criticizing the world around me. I was always complaining. And I just really fell in this deep despair of depression. It was a really low and painful time in my life. And I'm like, there's got to be something better than this. And there was times in my life that I've struggled, and I've always found solace and comfort in books. I felt like I whatever I needed, I just pick up a book and the wisdom would just pour out, and it was just so comforting. So two things in my life that gave me comfort is writing, journaling, and then reading self-help books. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Kelly Pagic. I'm on a mission to build a sanctuary for women who are looking to enrich their lives with peace, purpose, and personal growth. I use my own transformative journey to help inspire and guide you through the turbulent times of life. So I share all my tools and what's worked for me so that I hope that you can find some value in it too. And I'm inviting you to explore and see what works for you. I knew there had to be a better way out of this funk that I was in. I mean, I was deeply depressed. And I had gone to my local Barnes and Noble bookstore, and I found a book by Wayne Dyer called There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem. And this hit in two ways because A, I had a problem, and two, I was spiritual. So I'm like, what better thing to call out to me than there is a spiritual solution to this problem that you're going through. But as I read the book, two things jumped out at me. One was that Wayne had indicated in the book that our problems are often a reflection of our own perceptions. It's not the eternal world, but how we see it that shapes our experiences. So if we are looking out into the world and are like, that person, it was my husband, it was my marriage, it was my mom didn't raise me right, I didn't get that pink dress in 7th grade, or the shoes I wanted in 6th grade, or, whatever it was. My parents divorced, I wasn't this, I didn't get the opportunity for that. And if I would have had that, my whole life would have been different. So these are the stories I used to tell myself, honest to Pete. And then when I saw that in the book, I'm like, holy shocker. So there was the one wisdom. I am responsible for my own happiness, not the outside world. It's an inside. Happiness is an inside job. Did you ever hear that saying? Well, I can attest to that. The second wisdom that I got in this book, the universe acts as an echo chamber. Whatever we put into it, we get back. But what we get back comes back tenfold. Like, it's just exponentially more than what we put into it. And as I thought about that concept, I thought to myself, what do I want? I want love. I want kindness. I want abundance. I want joy. I want fun. I wanted all these things. I wanted acceptance. I wanted non-judgment. I wanted friends. I just wanted all these things. So I decided that what I needed to give out first. So at the time, I was very judgmental and very critical of other people because I was very jealous and envious, right? And instead of being judgmental, I switched that to be accepting. I wanted more love, so I gave out love at every opportunity I could. Whatever I would see, that was so beautiful, the compliments would just spill out of my mouth. And the love and acceptance would just spill out of my mouth. I started turning everything around to, look at all what I have in my life. And I really, really at that point knew that I was responsible and that I now had the power to be happy, to be joyous, to be abundant, to be accepted, and to drop the judgment. And it just was a renewed sense of being. And that's what this book gave me. So it was the jewels, it was the wisdom, it was what I read and the way that I could shift my thinking based on just those two very important points. If anything, I hope you take out of this video today is 1, you are responsible for your own happiness. 2, what you want to get in life, give it first, because that's what you'll get back. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'd like to hear how maybe you helped yourself shift out of a negative mindset or a negative way that you're viewing the world, and maybe how you went from totally depressed and unhappy to a more joyous way of embracing life. Thank you for being here today, and I love being on this journey with you.